Okay, this is going to be a series of videos. This is the rules of exponents, and this is rule number 1, and it's the rule for adding exponents. So what we have here is when do we add exponents? Well, when you add exponents is if you multiply numbers with the same base. So let's say you had 2 to the third times 2 squared. Okay, if you just use, you know what an exponent is. Well, 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2. And 2 squared is 2 times 2. Well, if you look at that, that means we have 5 2's, or 2 to the 5th power. So in this case, we could have left the base the same and just added the 3 plus 2 to give us 5. So let's do it, and it doesn't matter what your base is. Let's say we had y to the third times y to the 5th. Well, again, that would be y to the 8th, because we can just add them. And so it would be, just to prove that, that'd be y times y, so 5 of them and 3 of them. If you count those up, we'd have y to the 8th. Okay, and you want to be careful. So you want to be careful that you don't, if you had x squared plus x squared, sometimes people add the exponents, which is wrong. Basically, we have 1 of these plus 1 of these, so we have 2 of those things. So it's 2x squared, and that with addition you don't add the exponents, only multiplication. But that's a common error or misconception. So the rule I generally have students memorize: if you have x to the m times x to the n power, this is what you usually see in textbooks, we know that is x to the m plus n. And so that's the rule. If you had something more difficult, say 2x squared times 5x cubed plus 3x to the 4th power, something like this with distribution. I mean, if you're learning the rules of exponents, you probably got distribution down. So let's go ahead and distribute that. Stop the video. See if you can get this one correct. Okay, so here's how I would do it. Distributing through, you'd multiply the 2 times the 5, which is 10. And then it's x squared times x cubed. Plus, and you could probably do that in your head and not show all your work, but I'm going to show all my work. And then you distribute the 2x squared through this part, and you'd have 6 for 2 times 3, x squared times x to the 4th. So now you go ahead, since we're multiplying by the same base, you can add your exponents, which would be 10x to the 5th plus 6x to the 6th. And so that's the first rule of exponents. There's going to be, I only show 6 rules because there's 6 basic rules, and some textbooks, have more, but 6 will get you through it so that you know them all and know how to handle exponents. So this is the first video of a 6-part series. So look up rule number 2 for exponents if you want to see the next one. Hope this helps. See you next time.